Hey guys, welcome back to Of Land and Leaf. My name is Andrea and I am making huge changes through small scale gardening. Today I am headed to my gardening plot. I garden at a community garden plot that's about 15 minutes away from my home. It's been a little while since I've been out here. It's been raining, so I decided to bring you with me on a May gardening tour. It's about 85 degrees right now. It's really hot. I have one of my hats that my mom gifted me with, one of my hats on to keep the sun down. I also brought my little bag that my daughter bought me for Mother's Day, but I left my clothes on for work and it's hot, so I won't be out here very long, but I just wanted to show you some of the new things that are happening in the garden. So let's start on this side. This is my container garden side, as opposed to the other side, which is where I grow mostly in ground. So we'll start over here. You see that I have potatoes started. I'll be adding some more soil to these grow buckets soon. And it's been raining for days, but look how dry it looks out here because this is a direct sun spot. Here are the zinnias that you remember that I planted a while back. And you'll notice that this bed looks a bit different. I've taken pretty much everything out of this bed except the bolted bok choy. Say that 3 times really fast. I've taken everything out except the bolted bok choy, which is gonna go into compost. I decided to turn this into my sweet potato bed. So I took the thyme out. It's in pots here. And I'm not sure if this is the permanent place for it, but it's there right now. And I wanted to show you that I have my bulbs. My gladius is now sprouted. These were little really inexpensive bulbs that I got from Lidl, I think is the name of it. They look really good. And look at the comfrey. It went from dead to really blossoming and looking beautiful. And next are my sweet potato slips. Sweet potato slips will be ready to go in ground soon, like probably next week. I'll get some in and I'll leave that in so that I can get another round. But that's happening over here. If you're not familiar with my channel, one of the things that I always say is that I will either succeed or I'll learn. And so I want to show you something that I learned so that you don't have to make this mistake. I try not to use the word mistake, but let's show you something that I learned. Here are my bush beans, and you notice that they look very yellow. All of them look really yellow. And I was thinking that I just got a really bad pack of seeds because I really babied this these bags. I put bone meal and I've been fertilizing, and I just thought that they should look better than this. But then I noticed that even the cucumber looks a little yellow. So I started to do some research, and what I found out is that these beans are already they already have nitrogen. They put out nitrogen. And the fish emulsion that I've been using to fertilize them also is high in nitrogen. So what has happened is I just overdid it, trying to amend the grow bags for the bush beans. This is my first time ever doing beans in containers, and I was just concerned that they wouldn't have all of the nutrients that they needed. But I have to remember that not everything needs the same thing. So in one of my garden groups, one of the ladies told me that if I leave them alone and let them dry up, they may bounce back. I don't know. So I did bring some more beans out. I'm gonna put them in ground on the in-ground side, and I'll give these 2 weeks to see if they can bounce back. I want lots of beans anyway, so it's okay if I end up having them succeed in both spaces. That would be best case scenario. But if not, I will end up just using this soil for my okra, because I think it'll be great for the okra, and then I'll start new grow bags for the bush beans that will be over here on this side. So that's pretty much all for this side. Let me walk you over to the in-ground side. Starting up here, We finally have pole beans that are coming up, and we have a spoon tomato. I didn't think that any of them made it. They took quite some time, but it's a tiny little plant, but that is a spoon tomato. I checked on my plant identifier app. Over here, you'll see all of my squash made it. I planted 3 patty pan squash seeds, and all of them have sprouted. And I planted 2 summer squash seeds, and all of them have, both of them have sprouted. So I'm really excited about that. What you see around the squash is just some crushed eggshells, and my attempt to try to keep the vine borers away. Don't know if that's gonna work. And then I did put some Swiss chard in here. Not sure if that's gonna come up or not, but we shall see. That's what's, oh, and then the celery is in this bed, along with a couple of marigolds. In the back here, you see my spinach is still going strong. I'm still harvesting off spinach. The 3 that I transplanted don't look great, but they were moved twice. And so I didn't expect much from them. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these lettuce heads today. And here, trying not to get in the picture here, the garlic is starting to dry, but it really still has a long time. I put the garlic in December, I believe. And I was told it's supposed to stay for 8 months. So I still have a while before I should be pulling this garlic out. But if it starts to fall over, I will go ahead and grab it. Here we have zucchini. Zucchini that has come up. So excited about that. I'm having the 2 zucchini plants here. Not sure, but I think that this spot right here is where I'm going to end up adding a few more bush beans so that this can be really full. So we'll have some spinach and lettuce, we'll have some bush beans, and then we'll have the zucchini right here. Here is the site now of my, this is going to be like tomato alley. So this is the one tomato that I started from a grocery store tomato. I had this big, huge tomato that was an heirloom tomato that I absolutely loved, and I wanted it. So I cut it and just put it in my office and let it grow a little bit. I had about 10 seedlings, and this is the only one that made it. So I'm looking forward to getting some seeds from that. Here is the tomato that I rescued. So I really don't know what kind of tomato this is. I'll have to wait until I actually get a tomato, and then I can identify the plant. I planted some basil right here in this spot just right before I was out for a few days. So I'm hoping to see that soon. And I planted some Roma tomato just from seed just a couple of days ago right there. So this is gonna be several different tomato plants and garlic and basil in this row right here. And here's a leftover, I think it's a collard, might be a cabbage that was hiding, and I left it to be a trap crop because I thought the orange bugs were gonna sit on it, but I haven't seen any, so we'll see. Blackberry, remember the blackberry? We wanted to count her out, but she said no, count her in. So she's still doing her thing. And then the one from last year is looking absolutely beautiful. Absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, I probably need to figure out a better way to trellis her. Here's the lemon, the Meyer lemon that I bought off Facebook Marketplace. She's doing okay. She wants another pot, I think. And then let me walk you back this way. Something new to show you. We have corn. I planted corn not too long ago. I got all of them except for one right there. So I planted 3 rows of 6 corn. My goal is to get 2 crops of corn this season. So I wanted to get this one in as early as I could, let this grow out, and then maybe get one more. We'll see. So this is corn that's coming up over here. I was also trying to figure out if I could get beans over here somewhere, but I don't think I have enough room. It's pretty tight. This is the spot for my peppers. I planted peppers right here, but haven't gotten any peppers yet. I was told that it has to get really warm. To me, 85 is warm, but I was told it has to get really warm. And I'm scared to pull some of these weeds because I'm not sure if they are the peppers. Like, I know certain ones are weeds. Like, I know this is a weed, so I could pull some of this up, but I'm kind of just letting things grow out until I know for sure what's happening. But look, let's see if I'm in my nasturtium. Every nasturtium seed that I planted came up. So I planted 3 right there. I planted 2 in the tower, and I have nasturtium coming up. On the tower, the oregano, that was a plant that I bought. The strawberry was gifted, and then the spinach grew from seed. We have another strawberry over here. They're coming through really slowly, so I'm just kind of picking them as I see them. Still waiting for these beets to do something, but we do have beet leaves. Got another strawberry right here. They're really small. Strawberries, beets, and then on the back here, some lettuce. I put some lettuce over here because this is a more shaded spot. Onions are still doing their things, and they're starting to bulb up. So I'll come over here and show you. Onion is bulbing up. They still have a while before they're ready to pull out, so I should get some really good sized onions. I'm really excited about this. This is an entire 2 rows of red onions, and then I have white and yellow in a container. Let's see, and then here is a flower that returned from last year, just like the zinnia returned from last year. This baby came back as well. So that's everything that's currently going on in the garden. I'm gonna go ahead and get some beans in. I brought a trellis from home that I purchased last year that I didn't bring out here, and I probably won't put it in anything yet, but I just wanted to go ahead and bring it here. It's intended to be for peas, but I haven't planted peas. I think I'm gonna plant peas next to the zucchini. Don't hold me to that. But right now I'm gonna find a place to get these beans in. All right, I'm packing it up. I did a little light water. It's still so sunny out here. I didn't want to do a whole lot of watering, but I did get some water into the ground. And while I was here, one of my neighbors gifted me with some beets. So I actually get to take home a little harvest, but I want to show you where I decided to put the beans. And then I'll close out this video until next time. Okay, so beans were planted right there. My zucchini is right here. I put the trellis right here. I'm gonna put peas on this the next time that I come. So this bed here should be, or this plot of land should be really lush. Happy gardening.